Jessica Malone of the Oar Foundation, and we're out at Station 26. We're going to be chatting with a little bit of what they've done, but first we're going to go check out what they've donated.
We're going to go give some equipment to the Indios FC U11 and U12 teams. Their coaches training is happening today, so we're going to get them what they need to get their season started.
Time for some footy.
Real quick question, kind of, you know, what is your mission?
We want to make soccer accessible. So right now, soccer is a really expensive sport to play at a competitive level.
Right.
And there are a lot of barriers beyond just the price, transportation, because there are competitive teams all over the state. Going from southeast all the way up to Broomfield or something for a game is really not something that a lot of the players that we target can do because they don't have access to transportation.
As everyone knows, the Denver soccer community is outstanding.
Yeah.
You know, so if you know one person, you know, one club and one coach, you chances are that you know, a plethora of different people doing the same thing. So I had access to people at Indios, and they were willing to take us on to run grassroots programming and kind of start from scratch.
So I noticed that we're
so
kind of in the park right now.
we're in Northwest Denver at Centennial Elementary in Stevens. We have 3 teams coming out of Cole. We have a relationship with the Swansea at Leary community. We'll either have 1 or 2 teams coming from over there, and right now that is it to start for this season. We have access to schools, and we just have created a larger relationship with Denver Public Schools to kind of be able to go in there and be present after school. The things that has been such a challenge in the career of what I've been doing thus far is what Hailey said about the transportation. So on a Saturday last season, you know, when I was at a different club, my phone is ringing all day long with kids. Like, Coach, which street in Boulder? And I'm like, no. Like, we cannot operate this way. So I think that from everything that we've learned from before, we would move forward. And obviously, there's gonna be bumps in the road.
Well, I think that it's great that what you guys are doing, and the experience that you have is going to lay down such a great foundation. So we look forward to it.
Yeah, we're really excited about it. Hopefully, we'll be able to give you a better update after the next 10 weeks.
Yeah, we're going to be bringing in, you know, the Oar Foundation. Saw some new balls around here.
So today we did an equipment drop-off. We funded one of their equipment requests to help get things off the ground here. So we brought 24 size 4 balls, 24 pennies, a set of cones, and some ball pumps and equipment bags. So pretty easy stuff. Not a big ask, but goes a long way. So
a long way.
Oh yeah.
So helpful.
So we're really excited to be able to get involved and start out at the beginning of the season, and we're looking at a few ways to maybe continue to be involved through the duration of the season.
So there are 2 components to it: the UPSL teams and then the Indios Denver Youth Soccer Club. So we're working under the Indios Denver Youth Soccer Club, but it's just like, you know, Rapids and Rapids Youth Soccer Club. People just understand Rapids, and so you just say, you know what I mean? You're like, oh yeah, I work for the Rapids. Sure, I'm a player.
No big deal.
No, but I do want to let everyone know that you can come and volunteer for just a day, for an hour,
and it makes a huge difference.
It makes a difference. You can see what we're doing. Don't just this. Can't be the end of it. You need to come out and see what we're doing. You don't have to stay. Come take 3 pictures and leave. Come have a cup of coffee on April 7th at 9 o'clock at Manual High School. We'll be hosting coffee and bagels and our first game day. This is an opportunity for people to just take part in the community outside of the MLS team, you know?
Within the C38 community, there probably are people with refereeing experience or coaching licensing and experiences that, you know, if they have the time and can lend some, that would be a bridge to
or even just show up at a
started.
practice. You're more than welcome to email us at discoversoccerinthecity@gmail.com and attend a practice. I'll happily meet you there. I can walk so that we can see one of the sites from here. So that's great. We can. It's an open-ended invitation to anyone that wants to come at any time. If any members have kids that they would like to find a more affordable pathway for their child to play soccer,
we can help figure that out too.
Facilitate getting a kid on the right team. I believe that the sky's the limit. You know.
there's a lot of talent in these communities, and the kids just don't have access to the coaching and the other resources that make it possible to play on an MLS team. So if we can provide a little bit of coaching and some financial support, help them get there,
Careful what you
we're on
wish
board.
for. You might end up with a tailgate and tifo and drums.
Yes, we would love that. We would love
The
that.
whole crew.
And I think the families would love that, right? It creates this whole really awesome environment and energy around being in the community and being a part of something that's bigger than you. And I think that's really awesome.
Yeah.
I want to let the families know too that like you can go to a C38 tailgate. It is a family event, you know. I've transitioned my C38 tailgating somewhat over the years, but you know, I was out there back in the day in the pit army.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, right. So I was like in sitting on the back seat of a trunk, you know, of a car put down. That's how I started out in tailgating, and now it's a family event for my fiance and myself to bring our kids and to come out there, and we want to let families know about it.
We're happy to help, and we look forward to what you guys do.
Yeah. All right. Thanks.
Good luck with the season.
Hey, thank you so much. It was fantastic.
C38 powwow caught you in the middle of a sentence. That's how awesome it is. Powwow, because we're all C38. Drunken Monk is here. John from the junior board, producer, editor, all that other kind of good stuff too. All right, so let's get a little bit down to business. One of the things that we're kind of eager to talk about is the Oar Foundation, as it really kind of seems like it's just now starting to get its wheels off the ground.
So I took over, I took on a role as co-executive director about a month ago. Matt Hazelton, who many of you know, is the other co-executive director. The Oar Foundation is about a year and a half old. It's the charitable arm of C38. So many of you were very generous yesterday at our raffle and FIFA tournament and silent auction, which helped us raise about $2,500. So we're really excited about that. So I'm here to tell you what we're going to do with that money, in addition to some volunteer opportunities and additional fundraising opportunities that we're going to try to get off the ground this year.
So you kind of just led us into that. What are you planning on doing with some of that money?
So our first grant that we've issued this year was to the Indios FC U11 and U12 teams. We funded one of their equipment requests and providing some of the gear that they needed to get their grassroots organization off the ground as their season is starting next week. We're hoping to remain involved with them throughout the season. We'll be in touch with additional opportunities for people there, but if anyone has any coaching licenses or refereeing experience and is interested in giving some time, we're going to help facilitate those sorts of things, not just with the Indios FC youth program, but we'll look for additional opportunities in the community as well.
What else is there in the future?
So we're looking at an opportunity for an away game viewing party out near the Food Bank of the Rockies, and we would tie that into a day of volunteering that afternoon where C38 members could come put in a few hours at the food bank and then go straight to the viewing party. We know C38 members put in a lot of time volunteering, whether that's on game day or throughout the week doing all the little moving parts. So we don't want to take too much of those people's time, but we do want to have everyone be able to participate in something that really is working in the community. And so hopefully that'll be coming together. We'll be in touch with details about that.
And in case people haven't really paid attention or knew about the Oar Foundation, what are some of the things that the Oar Foundation has done in the past?
So as I mentioned before, they're about a year and a half old. I know last season they did 2 donation drives. One was a canned food drive and another was a winter coat drive. They also contributed to Courtney Ford's mom's cancer fundraiser. So we may be doing something more with that in the future, as we'll see. But we're looking for opportunities like that really resonate with the C38 members and that people are passionate about and want to get engaged in and can be proud of. So we're open to suggestions, as I mentioned, for any fundraising ideas or volunteer ideas or any grassroots soccer groups that people in C38 know of that could use a little help on the funding side.
How can people get in touch with the Oar Foundation if they're looking to do a little bit more than something outside of C38?
So we're, at the moment, working on getting Oar Foundation email accounts, a public Facebook page for the foundation, revamping the website as it currently exists, in addition to getting an online donation page set up. So all of that information will be coming soon. If you are just dying to make a contribution at the moment, you can always get in touch with Dave Wagner from C38 or Michael Petruccelli, and they will help you out with that.
Thank you so much for coming out here. We appreciate it.
Me.
Yeah.
You don't have any? That's fine. Looking forward to working with you guys.
Yeah, and cheers to the Rapids.
Yeah, we'll see you guys out and about.
Here's to 2018.
Woo! Cheers.